Hello, hello. What's going on, guys? How are we doing? Rob had to go to work. Sorry about that, man. That sucks. But thanks for stopping by and giving the like, bro. I appreciate you. BRC, hello. Welcome in. Thank you for joining as always. I just got the lobby code, so let's get into the lobby and get a little warm up. We did do some practice throughout the week, so a nice little warm up before we get going. This race can go a couple different ways. Lobby 2, move not found. Wait. AIPZ7H. We know there's gonna be lots of rain. We already know that. Question is we have guaranteed rain at the beginning and guaranteed heavy rain at the end, but there's a little bit of random slots in the middle. So it can continue raining and stay wet the whole race, or it could actually dry out. So that's what's going to really make things interesting. But I do have, if things go the way that I would like them to, I do have a strategy in mind. It's wet, we want to keep it really to over here. So yeah, we'll see if things go my way or not as far as how the weather is going to treat us. We do know that the track's going to be absolutely downpouring. Hold on, I need to fix this here real quick. Like downpouring at the end. We know we're going to have about this type of rain through the beginning, and it's slowly going to dry out. It's just a matter of how dry the track's going to get. Are we going to be able to stay on our intermediates the whole time, or are we going to have to throw a dry stint in there somewhere? So, Doc, what's going on, man? Excited for this one today. A high-speed ring in the rain is going to be interesting. We both did pretty good last week in the rain, so I think that helped jump us up toward the front. So I think we can have a pretty good race this time too, man. But good luck to you today, bro. Stop by afterwards if you want to for the replay breakdown. And I'm sure I'll see you on track, as I have not had a race yet where I have not seen you on track. So I'm sure I will see you there. But I don't think I didn't practice any grid starts in the rain, huh? Get as much warm up in as we can. Definitely going to want to watch, keep our eyes on people and make sure they're racing this track the correct way. Which I don't expect anybody will be trying to cheat, but there's a way you can cheat in this corner here. I want to get out to the outside of that corner, but I'm going to have to take a little bit of a different line because the car gets really unsettled when I go that wide. I'll put that YouTube up. I need to close that. I can hear that. It's annoying. So here comes the rain. So that's the thing here. Steve, what's going on, man? Best of luck to you, dude. Hopefully I can follow you around. That'd be great. Strategy is going to be really tricky in this one, I think. I mean, I'm thinking I'm just going to... The track's going to dry out, so I'm thinking I'm just going to go intermediates no matter what. And just kind of go through the wetness here at the beginning and just make it through that. Feels like the right call. We got to remember to short shift as well. But this is the corner that's going to be really tricky for a lot of people. I think not going super wide right here. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. Not getting on the gas too hard too early. The rest of the track's pretty simple. It's really just that those S's right there that are the trickiest part. See, the track does get pretty wet here. This is wet territory. Ooh, held it nice. This weather radar is a little trickier than my practices, actually. Moving this way toward heavier rain earlier. When it resets the lobby, we'll be going through the same thing. Real quick. Laney, what's up, dude? Good luck. I'm trying to look at this weather radar. It's a little I just wanted to rev it up in the tunnel. That always sounds good. This is definitely much heavier rain. Laney, if it's going to be the same way for the race start, then we might want to start on wets. If there's like a whole bunch of blue behind it, like this doesn't look like this is going to dry out at all. I mean, I don't know. It's right there on the. Couple minutes. I mean, it's barely there, I guess. And then it's going to pass by. No, start intermediates. We'll just struggle through the beginning. I see the clearness starting to come through. So when we're about 10 laps in or so, even less, it'll start to dry out. We don't want to be caught on our wets when the track's drying out, then we'll definitely be much slower. I didn't have any weather like this in my practice runs, though. Like it only stayed wet for a few laps. And then it really started to dry out pretty quickly, so we're gonna have a little bit longer of wet, it looks like, but because yeah, it's tracking northwest, so we're gonna get into some lighter rain here in a little bit. And you kind of just stay right here in the middle of the track, and it seems okay. Yeah, we'll be okay. People on wets might get a better grid start, but that's how your wet practice has been. You still like the intermediate to start with, though, like this as well. Yeah, because by lap 7 or 8, it's going to start. As long as you don't get toward the edges and you kind of stay in the middle, you don't get into too wet. Like you can see the puddles forming near the curbs, so they just stay away from the curbs. Braden, okay, cool. I'm gonna go with you, dude. I think that's the right call. It's gonna save us later on. People who go wets are gonna really slow down when it dries out. So they're either gonna pit for interns, so that's an extra pit. But then it's gonna get really wet at the end of the race too, so might be wet interns wets, but this should help our tire wear. Like I said, I'm doing a no tire switch on my first pit. That'll save us 4 to 5 seconds as well. Because then the track started to dry out. Then my interns were a little burnt up, but hey, they're turning into slicks at that point, right? You can feel yourself hitting certain puddles. You got to get off this line a little bit. Okay, we're up there with the top time, so that's good. So I couldn't imagine wets would get me that much more time. Oh, nice race. No, it'll rain about this hard at the end of the race, maybe a little hard. Actually, maybe a little harder. Because right now the rain is set. You can set the rain settings, right? And the hardest rain setting you can do is our rain 8, and this is like rain 6 and 7. So it will rain a little bit harder for sure. Okay, I'm starting to figure out my line again. We're gonna be alright. So we got 3 minutes till quali. All 16 people are in. Let's go. Slight lift off and back on. Get down there, get down there. Perfect. The 122.9. You got some pace. You got some pace. It'd been nice if it rained in F1 today. That'd made some for fun racing for sure. Sammy with a 120.5. Is he on track? Let's go see what he's in right quick. Yeah, he's on the wets. I see a lot of people start at wets, but the track's already intermediate level after like 6 or 7 laps, so the wets are going to fall off significantly, and our intermediates are going to come to life. So we'll see if they brave it and start that way or not. That'll be the big question. Riding stinky. One thing we'll get to check is we do a replay breakdown to make sure there's nobody that's purposely wall riding all race. I don't foresee anybody doing that, but if you're out and by yourself, you can definitely give it a shot. See right here, this is intermediates all day long. And I was what, 7 laps in? Now he's on 8 or 9. There is a dry line starting to slowly show up, but then you have to like go. That's why I don't know if when it does dry out, you have to stay down low. That's the interesting part. That's why if it does dry out enough, I don't know if it's worth it popping in and throwing some softs on or not. If he's on wets, he's going to stay where it's wet out, for sure. Keep it wide, keep it wet. That's wall riding. That's what the wall riding is there. You see how they're kind of... It's faster to do that. Oh, I didn't even see it starting. Am I on my intermediates? I am. out there? Can I get out there? All right, we're going. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, I've seen a couple people doing it there too. So like, I can understand accidents, but remember, I do the replay breakdown afterwards. I'm gonna be looking for it, especially for anybody who finishes in front of us. I'm gonna follow the same line. As the dailies. I'm not going to get too close to the wall. Wish Kim would have left me a little bit more space here, but alright. Ooh, hear them tires screaming. We can rev it out in qualifying, whatever about saving fuel. Oh, looks like fuel wear is actually on for qualifying. I don't think it's supposed to be. I'm actually going to save the gameplay for qualifying too, Laney. If you're listening. I had to let off more than I would have wanted to. A 120, a 121, a 120.5. That's really good. Oh, Kim was on wets. Okay, that makes sense. There goes our boys with 119s, of course. Oh, that was slower. I had to slow up a little too much. Yeah. All right. I think I can get the line out here the right way if I want to. So I get on the throttle a little earlier right here. There we go. Not bad. Hey, Top Gear. Thanks for stopping in, dude. I'm doing as good as can be, you know. It's a rainy Sunday race. And GR4s around high-speed rings, so what could possibly go wrong? So it should be a fun one. We know it's going to rain basically all race. It might dry up somewhere in the middle and then torrential downpour again at the end. So, I mean, in practice in the rain, I was doing low 120, so maybe good for a couple more tenths. Okay, it's starting to rain again. So I think it's going to get really wet at the end, huh? Should we go ahead and stop, put wets on maybe? We got 9 minutes and it's coming toward us. It's already almost there. I'm thinking I'll go ahead and pit and grab wets. A lot of... Ooh! I forgot. Do not hit that curve. Do not hit that curve when it's wet. We're going to put wets on and don't refuel. I see a lot of people jumping out, but they're going to come back out with full tanks. No, it's I don't know if you remember it in Daily Race B, you want to get out on that curve to get yourself a really good entry in that, but when it's wet, do not do that. And it was just a lapse of judgment. It is going to get very wet and we have a lighter tank, so we might be able to improve actually. We might, I don't know. But it's also wetter, so that's why I'm like, that's going to be kind of tough. I have to watch this guy because he's been wall riding. I've seen him do it like 3 times now. I want to make a note of that there, Laney, a little stinky here. Oh, yeah, it's very wet. Okay. It's going to be hard to improve in this kind of conditions. So good thing we got the lap we got before it started to get super wet. It might be the stick with the top 5 start. Whatever. I'm not that brave, Redemption. I'm not that brave. One thing that sucks about qualifying is I can only save my gameplay. Like, I can't save the full replay, you know? And there's a lot of people coming out, too. This might cause a problem. I'm not sure what you guys are trying to do. He's wall riding. I'm coming around you, Laney. I got that on my footage like 2 or 3 times. I've been doing that, right? Yeah, improving in this kind of conditions is not going to be easy. Yeah, I don't think it's impossible. BRC, when qualifying's over, can you remind me to save gameplay? Yeah, I will do, Laney. I've seen him do it every lap. Hey, Chef Girl, what's up? Welcome in, welcome in. So we'll definitely have to watch that during the race, but he's definitely doing it here in qualifying. I don't know what, or he's still in 15, so he ain't helping himself much, but he is doing it. Yeah, see, oh, my goodness gracious. Yeah, I don't think there's any improving in this, to be honest with you. Now I'm down 2 seconds. I'll just fall off of them. It's good we got out there and got the lap that we did. I mean, it's you're on wet tires when the track's soaking wet. There's no way. I don't see anybody improving. I think more. It's now. Oh, somebody got a little 123. But I don't see anybody grabbing. I mean, this is more practice for the race than anything. Let's see how far down we are. Yeah, I mean, it's not like I was doing anything too super wrong, so. I don't think the track's going to dry out again before. Y'all go ahead. I'm gonna see if I can get lucky and get a good lap of intermediates to finish off with. What do I owe an explanation for? Just catching up. Like, what do I owe an explanation for, huh? Oh, save the evidence. Yeah, not for me. For somebody else. I don't be out here wall riding. But I got some people in my gameplay that I saw doing it. When it's been heavily talked about this week and everybody knows not to do it. It might be to improve as track dries out. We have like no fuel basically. Let's go for it. Might only have a chance for one lap though, it looks like. If I can get 2 laps, that'd be perfect. It is dry enough now. Let's go. We might be able to improve. Yeah, we're only gonna get 1 lap though. Please, somebody pull out in front of me. Of course, someone did. The thing is, they pit there and they're pulling out. So, like, you're not going to get another lap. The timer's going to run out beforehand. That's what never makes sense of me. And you're probably going to cost me a lap here. Laney, I need to get by you, buddy. Thanks, brother. Ooh, that was so close. Dang it, still 3/10 down. Eight tens down. Oh man. With this light of a tank too, huh? Oh, I hope I didn't slow you up, Laney, to not make it across the finish line. We're gonna get one more try though. Oh, let's go, let's go. 121.5. I've dropped to 5th. That seems to be where I'm starting every race, is 5th place. couple of tenths to take a couple positions. Ooh, this is closer. I'm still like right on cue. If I can do something right on this corner right here, we can do it. And I slid wide. No, I didn't. I kept it. I kept it. Maybe. No fuel. It's gonna be close. Ah, no. Alrighty, that's okay. P5 is literally where I've started every single race. Hey, we got in front of the two Grinster and Stevie. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. Laney with a P12. Let's go. 3 minutes. Okay, cool. We got a 3-minute break. I'm going to use the bathroom real quick before this race starts. We're starting intermediates. I'll be right back, guys. 1 sec. Choose your tires and strategies. So the rain should come with the same way the same way qualifying did. I'm gonna reset the capture card before the race starts, guys. 1 sec. Screen will go black for just a few seconds. Activate. Okay. Current time. There's more rain coming behind. Yeah, I think we're on the right call here. Not bad though. Lots of 120s. Say the McLarens are actually being MR cars. We're actually be pretty good in the rain. We're gonna be a little more stable. Oh, thank you. See, BRC didn't remind me. 15 minutes should do it. Got it. BRC. I already said. I mean, it didn't. It's not like him doing it helped him much. Or no, he got to 9th, bro. I'll send that through to you, bro. Did you see it too? Okay. That's the one place I wasn't actually thinking about before we even started. I was like, people, if you're around people in the race, you can't do it. You'll get caught. But I'm like, in qualifying, people might try it there. So that's the only thing I hate is you actually can't save qualifying replay. So you can actually see everybody's qualifying. That's really just down to gameplay. Alright, this should be an interesting, fun one. Ah, gotcha. Alright, good to know. I thought I saw some people in practice doing it as well. So I was wondering if they were going to try to do it in qualifying, which clearly they did. I mean, that's honestly, if you're not going to do it, I mean, it's a good place to start to do it. I'm going to put traction control at 1 on the start, Laney. I didn't try any grid starts in the wet on intermediates, but I'm thinking that's probably a good idea. I'm just going to do that just to be careful. But yeah, I mean, I'm like, Stinky's been qualifying the back. He's been qualifying behind you every race. You know what I mean? And then now he's qualified P9 over Newdall, who's a lot faster than him. I mean, that's all over the Discord, BRC, so everybody knows. It was Resetting for qualifying order will be saved. Oh, we're doing a reset. Okay. I'm guessing he'll start from the back. Oh, that's the other fast guy, isn't it? Well, whose place is he? We had 16 in, though. Is somebody jumping out and he's jumping in? This is also going to change the weather, too. That means somebody's jumping out. I didn't see who. I don't know who it was. So we had 16 on grid, so, but I haven't seen anybody leave. Or maybe he had an issue and he got kicked out of, or maybe he had some kind of connection issue, maybe. No, he was here since the beginning. He might have got kicked out and had to jump back in, maybe, or I don't know. I don't know what happened there. He had no quality time. I guess that'll, I mean, they should put him in the back then, right? Because he is fast, so that'll be nice if he starts from the back. Yeah, I know you saw in the total standings, we moved up a place and we're sitting in 4th for our lobby, so we're doing pretty damn good. I think we're 11th overall. But we're within a few shot points of being like up to like 8th or 9th, so we keep doing what we're doing. We should finish in the top 10. Top 10 out of 24 teams, I'll take it. I'll take that. As long as I'm starting P5 and that other guy's not in front of me, that's all I know. Holding Stevie and these two off are going to be a freaking nightmare. I know, actually I saw that because I went back and watched Yill's thing. I just kind of like to watch to see. I like to see where people qualified at and where the finishing order was. So I watched Farouk's and Yill's, and I saw that they did a reset and it went to a straight dry race. I was like, come on. But ultimately, I think that actually having rain at the beginning helped me out because it helped me qualifying up front. Also got me away from people a little bit because a little bit of stuff that happened behind me, and it helped me build a pretty good gap. So I'm actually happy ours stayed the way that it did. But I don't think that'll happen this one because we actually have rain set, so we should be good. It's just about how hard the rain's going to be. We just had 11 practice laps of exactly what it would be during the race, and now that's gone. So I think McLaren's really good in the wet. It is an MR car. It grips. It's stable. So it's a really good wet car. Okay, he did go to the back. Oh wait, hold on, tires. Oh, let people know to check tires. Just rechecking in. Reset my lane. Check your tires. Oh my god! If I would have started on soft, I'd have been so upset. Whew. All right, P5. I have. Geez, I have like 3 really fast dudes right behind me, so. Yeah. I mean, there's nobody slow in this lobby, so. But they're going to be up my. Oh, here we go. 5 seconds till race start. Let's get to our traction control. I'm keeping the brake balance in the center. Doc, if it looks fun, you can come take my spot. I'm just kidding. It is going to be fun. High-speed ring and GR4s in the rain is actually, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, everything's all set. I'm small cloud in here. Right there. Yeah, I think traction control was the way to go. Got us off the line pretty good. Assuming everybody's going to be on intermediates now. This looks like the way that I practiced it, actually, so... Which I'm actually kind of hoping it is. Here. I know these guys are quick, so if they keep up pace, I can just follow behind these guys. Won't hurt my feelings none. That really messed me up. Dang it, man, dang it. I saw it coming, but you're on a, you know what I'm saying, you're on a slope. There's not really much I can do. You guys can help me out? He's still going to get position too, which is really annoying right now. Look at everybody catching me because of that. Get down here, buddy. I need the slip. This guy, oh man, that really hurt me, dude. That really hurt me. But I didn't carry any of that speed down this whole straight, you know what I mean? Watch, I bumped it last second. That's how you save that, boy. I know how you UK boys race now. I've raced you a few races now, so. Oh, the kid behind me, baby. Come on. I'll make sure to give you the slip. Oh, dude, hell yeah, Laney. Good climb, brother. Hey, if you have pace on me, take it. Don't hit the wall again, please, for the love of God. You're good, baby. You're good. The lawyer's taking that turn so wide. Let's give you a bump. I need to start short shifting a little bit. I pushed a little too hard those 2 laps. I went in and see the thing that sucks. You take that corner inside, they carry all the speed here, you know. That's what's interesting about high speed ring. It's hard to do overtakes. I wish I could get between these two because I'm actually faster than this guy right now. Try to go a little wider on this corner lane, so you keep that speed up. Ooh, barely held that. Okay, here comes the rain. What's the radar looking like? Okay, here comes some rain to wet us back out. Oh, man. Tires are burning up a little bit, which is surprising. The track's going to get wet now, so it should be okay. First time I've been able to take that corner the way I want to. the Alp guy behind me, which is very fast. Yeah, I figured he was going to eventually get me. All right, lady, we're doing good, though. We're doing good. Ah, little tap. That's going to mess me up on the straight. Go ahead, boy. Got all the McLarens here in the middle field. I'll stay high. Okay. Let's push your way through, why don't you, buddy? That's really pushed me out. Sorry, Laney. I'm gonna give you a tap. A little bump. Getting wet. I'm doing this corner wrong. I keep losing so much speed here. Pull to the left, Laney. To the left. Let's go. I'm gonna bump you. That's teamwork, baby. That's teamwork. Ooh. Thank you, Laney. Thank you. You helped me get overtaken there. Ooh, somebody bumped me. Somebody bumped me. People are just pushing their way through on this track, bro. It's getting crazy. That's one thing these vloggers, bro. Just push to pass every race. I'm taking a really fucked up line through here. I'm losing a ridiculous amount of speed through that last corner. But I definitely have a good run right now. Oh, I think that just slipped in, Doc. That's what she said. Alright, I gotta do something right with this last corner. They keep getting me right here. I'm pulling more speed down the straight, for sure, because I keep catching everybody back up. Maybe that was better. So it's getting wet, baby. What's our fuel at? Okay, we got to get 5 more laps out of this. New doll with the push. Thank you, sir. I'm curious why people go so high, because the line's much faster down low. Oh, sorry. That was not purposeful. I need my radar. Good dog room. Sloppy, man, sloppy. Look at first place, like literally 10 miles away. Oh, Sam's back in third. He might have had a spin out somewhere. Thing is, it's intermediates and the track's calling for wet weather, so it makes me want to be more careful. But if you're more careful, these savages. Ooh, 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 ooh. I gotta start braking earlier there, man. I wall tapped twice, dude. My time is slower on the track, just so everybody knows. By doing that. I'm not gaining an advantage, but... That was a hell of a save by Kim, though, wasn't it? That guy was sideways in the wall, and he's still behind me. Track's starting to dry out again. Okay. We're gonna make this fuel last. On hold, baby, hold. You can have a run on me here, though. Hopefully he taps me and we can both catch up. I think that's, you know, it's all right. But if he would have hit me, we both could have caught up to Newgall. If I somehow get lucky to make a one-stop work, yes. It's not based off the fuel. I would have to really, really fuel save, but and I keep letting out too much. It's gonna be hard to judge with freaking wall riding on this one. So I haven't wall rode on purpose. I have hit the wall. So I guess I'll say that. This guy looks like he's doing it a little bit more often. I saw it in quali. I've seen it a few times. It seems more purposeful. Because that last corner, I got to brake a slightly earlier to make sure I don't. But then the two times that I have, I've been hit into the wall. So it's like, I don't know what to do. How many laps do I have left? All right, I need to stretch this 2 more laps. Oh man, it's only 13 laps, so that's bad. I was supposed to make 14 out of it. Track's drying out. Chicken wing, I can do my thing. How many? Oh, we have 15 minutes in. Wing's completely gone. Well, this track might dry out enough for Yeah, Laney, I see Kim doing it almost every lap on this big turn. We'll watch the replay. I'll save some footage. He's doing it a lot. If somebody does it, like, the thing is, if I watch the replay and I see somebody do it, I'm going to watch every lap and see. If it only happened once or twice the whole race, and it's like, okay, you weren't doing it on purpose. But if you're doing it consistently lap after lap, it's like, okay, well, obviously you were doing it on purpose. Ooh, Laney, this track might dry out enough, man. I'm not gonna. Ooh, that was very early. Ooh, this is interesting. I'm gonna have to pit here. The track's definitely not dry enough for dries right now at this moment. No weather in sight. Oh, dude, I'm gonna get caught with my pants down. And there he goes again. I got your number, buddy. So I'm not gonna. You know what? I might actually change because it's gonna be my tires are gonna wear out quickly. Oh, dude, I didn't do it right. I have to. It's not dry enough. If I pull out right now on any kind of dry tire, I'm gonna be spinning for the first couple of laps. Oh man, I was supposed to make it. I should have been fuel saving the whole race, but it was hard to do that with the way these people were racing. If I wanted to fuel save and fall back a little bit. So we'll just make sure we keep on the wet line. But look at that dry line right there. I was also not going to change my tires, but I already wore them out enough to make it where it probably wasn't a good idea not to. Ah, this sucks. See, he put softs on as he's staying on the wet line, on the dry line. Yeah, see, I didn't have any of my, I did 3 different practice races and I didn't have any that dried out this much. Tires are going to be screaming. Like, it's drying out pretty well, actually. The thing is we get to take a better, faster line. I get to take this outside line. Not at the moment, but there's going to be some really good fast laps coming up here soon because of this dry line. Like, that's a really nice dry line. We'll be able to see how relative it is to how close we stay on dock. But we need to keep our tires. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Trying to keep these tires wet. That's why we're staying off the dry line when we can. Hopefully the rain starts back up at some point because making these tires last 13 laps is not going to be easy. I mean, a pit for just tires would probably be pretty quick, but it's an extra pit nonetheless. See, Doc is pulling away a second a lap, almost. It is going to open up people for mistakes if they get off the line. we're absolutely going to have to pit again because of fuel issues. As we didn't even make it 20 minutes. We needed to make it 20 minutes if we wanted to do a one stop. The dog is pulling away pretty significantly. I don't see any red weight are close. Sitting here wondering if staying out is a freaking mistake, or if I shouldn't just go in and switch tires, pull back out. I see he went intermediates. Right now, you can see there's no rain at all, so I can put on softs. I'm gonna have to pit one more time to put on the wets for the end of the race. See, a lot of those front guys started on wets, and look, they made it over 20 minutes. So I'm curious though, if they put on intermediates. Maybe they're trying to make it a one-stopper. They made it 20 minutes, they can definitely make it a one-stopper. Damn it. The rain's not, if it stays random and it stays dry, the rain's not going to hit for another 10 or 15 minutes. But then I'm going to have to stop again to put on wets or intermediates. So it's like I'm forcing an extra stop. I'm losing a ton of time. How do they, well, I just messed up not fuel saving hugely. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a good finish for us. I don't think there's any way, but look at my intermediates, it's already almost burnt out. And I got to go another, quite a few laps. I'm going in for softs. Don't refuel. I'm so slow right now. I just saw your thing. I stay hands. I don't know. I think either way, I screwed up when I only got the. Oh my gosh. That doesn't help. Track's just too dry for intermediates right now. There's barely anything on the line now. Damn it, I really messed up. I didn't even know there was a pit lane penalty on this one. Let's see, the fast lap people, he's on soft now. He's running 119s. I'm sitting there running 2021s. It's like, wasn't too far off, I guess. Pit lane penalty definitely does not help. Come on, come on. Damn, that hurt. Didn't want to add a 3-second penalty on top of an extra stop, and I changed tires the first time. I didn't want to, so everything has just gone to shit. It was just too chaotic at the beginning. I was pushing too hard and revving the car out too much. Laney came with a fast lap. Let's freaking go. What the hell? Oh, stay in the dry. Let's go, Laney! Get on the curb, don't get on the curb. Just gotta watch the weather radar. Looks like some other people are taking the extra pit to put softs on because of how much it dried out. So that kind of helps us out a little bit. We got to determine how much fuel we need at the end, though. Even with the 3-second, we pulled out in front of Warren. That's good. Where's my fuel at? All right, we're going to go 5 more laps if we can. Rain might hit before then. Hopefully it hits right as we pit. Would be ideal. That wasn't like upshifting to like 7th at all on this straight. Damn, yeah. We got the one lane he got, dude. Super dry track. The way qualifying was going, well, he reset the lobby. Like I said, we didn't know what we were going to get. I just hope we finish in the top 10. Yeah, the whole track's almost drying out. That's crazy. The other guys in the first few places, they came out on intermediates because they're going for a 1 stop. So they're going to be very slow right now. And just stopping for tires and coming back out, that was actually pretty quick. That was actually really quick. Their second place, pulling in. What's he pulling in for? He's already on the sauce. What's he pulling in for? I don't have to see any rain. I was saying how much. See how dry the track is now. If I stayed out on the intermediates, they would be like done burnt. So I'd have been even that much slower. So I think this is probably the right call. Should have done it earlier. Otherwise it's going to get sunny. But we're good. Got 3 more laps remaining. Next time we pit, we're going to pit and put on intermediates no matter what, or wets. So hopefully the rain's coming here soon. It's only in the last slot, which is like the last 5 minutes, so it's going to be close. Yeah, we're zooming past Warren, so we definitely made up for our 3-second on him at least. consistent now anyways. I'm gonna have to put fuel in when I stop next time too, though. So Cam might went ahead and put gas in this tank. I don't know. I didn't watch. Or Warren, sorry. I think I'm about to figure out how much fuel. Probably should have went and got a little bit of fuel. The rain's still not here. Oh my goodness. I should have gotten fuel. We can force at least one more lap. We're going to have to run. Oh man, muck this race up bad. I'm usually pretty good with strategy, but not today. Another lap. 7 minutes. Is that about 5 laps maybe? 2, 4, 6, about 5 laps. Somebody else just pit again too. I still don't see any rain. Where's the rain at? Could have come like the last 3. There it is. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So there's 6 minutes left. It's a minute 20 per lap. I'll put in 5 laps of fuel. So I know it's going to be heavy rain. I guess I go ahead and risk it and put the wets on. Yeah, whatever, we'll put wets on. If the track's going to be stupid wet, the last like couple of laps, maybe it helps us out. It's under 6 minutes, so that should be about 5 laps. Try to protect these tires so the track starts getting wet again. Sneaky left the room. Okay, here comes the rain. It's supposed to be a downpour though, so I think I see it there in the back. It's coming. Just gonna be careful on these tires so the grip's not gone by the time the rain gets here. Rain's hitting us, starting to wet the track up. Thank you, thank you. There's the rain. There goes first place in the pits. Actually, he made the right call on mediums, probably. The softs were not holding up. All right, track's starting a little wet. I need some of these guys in front of me to pit. Look at Laney running P9, baby. Let's go. Put the wets on, Laney. It's coming. Maybe I'll probably stop in now. There we go. There we go. See, it is only for the last couple of minutes. On about 2 laps in this kind of wet, so. Looks like the guy in front of us is trying to risk it and stay out. Which is a huge benefit. Oh, Laney stayed out too for 1 more lap. It's getting wet on the other side, Laney. Be careful. Through the S's. Well, Laney, I just saw it again, bro. That's crazy, man. What lap is that? What are we on? BRC, make a note. Lap 27. So I should have had you making notes of when I see it. That was an obvious wall ride right there because I'm catching him. Yeah, lap 27 wall ride. He must be on the intermediates maybe because he's still staying out. Yeah, there's no way he's on the softs. So 120.40. We might have actually 2 more laps. Alright, we're good on fuel. We did the right thing with fuel. Dude, Laney D9. Laney, when did you pit? You must have pit before I thought so. That's awesome. Again, I see it, I think. Got distracted there. Unless he's just riding it that close, but it looked like it. Maybe not. He might just be riding it that close, so I'm not going to judge until I see it. Yeah, besides our 3 minute, and probably got on the softs a little sooner. I think we would have finished a little earlier. Who's that? Who's that? Oh, thank goodness it's not you, Laney. I'm taking position, buddy. We're gonna get ourselves into the top 10 here. Go, Laney. Go, Laney. Go, 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 Laney. You're gonna catch me on the end of this straight here. I'm putting an incident in for that one, buddy. Thank you for letting me go. Appreciate you. I'll say that if you try to take that position, that one I will report to. Who is that? That's a black flag guy, too. That's actually surprising to see. I appreciate that. Because I was riding the outside, giving him plenty of room on the inside. Laney, let's bring it home. 9 and 10, baby. Let's go. All things considered, top 10. There's just enough fuel to get us over the line. A couple of more. Where's Laney at? So after this, let's go. We stayed out on the mediums. Oh, why did you stay out so long? The torrential downpour was coming. We all knew it for the last couple of laps, so that's why I went and threw wets on. It got so wet. But hey, Polly, thanks for stopping in. Oh man, that was all things considered, a P10 will take. My teammate finished P9, which is incredible. Lane, did you keep fast lap actually? Go ahead and save that replay, yeah. Let's see. Oh, somebody took fast lap from you. A 19.4. My boy was flying. All the other McLarens finished up behind us. Hey, we finished first in the McLaren class. Or no, dog droll. I was saying, right? You were next in. You had a good. That was a great lap. Yeah, 4.3, bro. Let's go. Second fastest lap. That's still a thing. Doc, GG's, bro. Good race. That was just not an ideal. I wouldn't call it the cleanest race of all. With the rain, there was just so much pushing to pass, and it made me kind of mess up my strategy. I mean, I definitely messed up my strategy for sure. So that dropped me back, but all in all, I think I saw some, what do you call it? Unsatisfactory racing. We'll take a look. Look at Sam finish P8 though. What happened to Sam? That's crazy actually. 35 seconds off. He might have spun a couple of times, huh? Or an incident somewhere. But the start was frantic, dude. It was because like I wanted to fuel save because I knew we had to. I only made it 12 laps the first stint. I knew we were trying to go for 14. But like once I started a fuel save and then say check, if you broke just even a tad early into that hairpin corner, you were getting slammed into the wall. So it was like, since I was up there in that commotion, I had to push to try to like make sure I didn't fall back too much. And that was smart. I was wondering, that's why you were on for a while, dude. That was such a good move, bro. Such a smart move. I had a pit on lap 12 and I didn't realize it was going to dry out that much. So I was like, okay, let me throw my interns on and I'll wait for the wet to come. And then it just kept drying out and getting so dry. And I could tell like Doc was pulling away from me like a second or more per lap. I was like, oh, I need to get on these softs. So I didn't see any rain in sight. So I'm like, it's going to stay dry until like the last 5 minutes. I was like, I can't race interns for 15 minutes. I'll burn these tires up too. So I jumped in the pit and just threw on softs, got back out. And I caught a 3-second penalty going to the pits that second time too. So that wasn't ideal, but. Replay saved, right? Let's go check the replay. But all in all, another fun. Yeah, see, I remember you saying I did 14 laps when I did the my test. So that's what I was planning on was 14, and then I saw like coming across starting lap 12, it was like 1.2 laps of fuel left. I go, oh no, I'm only gonna make it 13 laps. Like that was not ideal. I didn't realize you could get a penalty in that pit lane from coming in too late. I honestly didn't know because I had somebody following me and I thought he was going to go in. So I was like, oh, I'll go in with you. And I dipped in and he stayed out. And I got the penalty. So I was like, ah. Because I was questioning it. But I was like, if I stay out, I'm just going to lose so much time on these interns if I stay out here. Like I was losing seconds per lap. So I'm like, to jump in the pits and just change tires, like it's like 10 seconds, if that. Super quick. The hidden yellow line over the water. I saw that next time. Stevie, we're about to check some things out right about now. I think I saw some. But good race, dude. That beginning was a little too hectic for me. There was just a lot of pushing to pass at the beginning. Which, you know, not a huge fan of. Especially after a good quality, but I was also like, during the rain, I was messing up the last turn, my entry, like crazy the first like 7 or 8 laps. I don't know what I was doing. Like, I was doing it good in qualifying. I was turning in too late, I guess. Look at that rain though. No, it's a group, we shall call it. couple of people that I want to watch on the wall rating scenarios. Gotta wait till everybody spreads out and see if people are doing it when they're spread out there. Yeah, good race. Stevie, definitely a good race. Laney, bro. Both of us finished in the top 10. That's a pretty good point haul right there. I think a lot of you started on wets too, didn't you? Yeah. Almost everybody started wets. Laney, only you and I started intermediates. That's what really hurt me right here. I started feeling like I was pulling a little bit of a gap from old Brinster and Stevie. And there was no move I could make here to avoid him, otherwise I would have spun myself. If I would have went out, I would have spun, so I was like, alright, I gotta take that hit. Yeah, I saw him say, I saw him apologize to you. I want to see when that is. I'm telling you, it's like, I don't know, man. I hate, like, this is what, the third race I've done, and this black flag group, I'm not a fan of, bro. From all the races. The one actually, like, slammed me into the wall here on the last lap, and I was like, oh, I'm reporting that all day long, and he actually stopped and let me go. So I was like, oh, okay. Jeez, look at that corner. I got hit there, I had to brake late. Save that shit, though. I know the McLarens were great on the straights, dude. I know they were great. That's where our McLaren. That's the only advantage we have is that straight line speed, and we're stable in the rain. So any more rain races, McLarens are great in the rain. I want to see a better look at it, Laney, but I might. Because I gave him plenty of room on the inside, and he just absolutely missiled me into the wall. Let's see, Laney, you had way better entries into that corner than I did, bro. I gotta see what you guys were doing. I think I kept turning in too late in his corners. I think what the problem is. But dude, you raced great, bro. So good. That's why I don't know if you heard me. I'll say, if you have pace on me, bro, go by me. You're faster. And we all just getting too wide on the walls. Like, I would carry a lot of speed down this straight doing that. Gotcha. And I might, because that was on, I forgot who it was. One of these guys. Is that who's in the Ferrari? Where's the Ferrari guy at? Here is him. I'm trying to watch for. See if he does it again. That was definitely wall riding. Sorry, I gotta watch everybody. Really, the thing is, you want to see when it dries out too, how many people are doing it or not. A lot of sparks there. I was like, I want to see the next one. That's why I was like, 'cause I think, like, I didn't wall ride, but once or twice I hit the wall and tapped out, but I don't think it actually gained me time. This is the one that was doing it on this turn a lot, so I'm going to get a lot of footage of this guy. Woo! Good save, Udall. Because he was falling back and still kept catching up. So I know he was doing it like every lap. Sounds good. I know you'll probably go through it too, but I'm going to take footage of anything that I see. But yeah, sounds good. I believe he did. And I saw him spin 2 different times. He catches me up here pretty quickly soon. Yeah, so I think this guy was too. Oh, wait, let's watch him real quick. Getting out there. I hear it grinding. Where's that? Where's the other guy we saw up front? We thought maybe. I'll be jumping around a lot trying to check everybody. It does, for sure. That's why I'm like, I want to see it consistently. If I see it consistently, then it's going to be like, hey, this needs a serious look at. And actually, I need to be making notes of what laps. The 2 of them are also only kind of doing it too. Ooh. What do you got? I need to make notes of names and laps, so I might pause it so I can make notes. That was nice of him. And they never wait up. That's the thing. They never wait up. That's what makes me angry more than anything. Keep my notes up here, and we'll just kind of take notes as we go. I can't, like, he slams Stevie into the wall and just carries on. This guy's trying to purposely do it. You can see him pushing his car to the side. I wish I could write their names and put what laps. This will be too much footage to record, but this guy, you can tell, like, he even tries to push his car to the right to get on it. This is the one that I was catching up at the end. But I think he's doing it on purpose, so keep watching it. Okay, he did let you by. Okay, good. Stayed off that one. I think if I get just enough, then it's like a... that's where Sam went. Like they were just trying to barely kind of, you know. Yeah, Lanny, this is going to be a busy week for Lanny. Let's see, he was doing like a small enough tap, but it's like, no, he was still like not hiding it. Although there's not sparks, you're doing it. So like if I see it consistently lap over lap, then you know it's something on purpose. Like I said, even I did it every once in a while. Stevie, you might have done it every once in a while, like hit the wall, but not ride it. That's one of the ones where I went a little wide and popped into it, but I lost places over it. See, look, he's already caught me up. Oh, now I was falling back, actually, sorry. Doesn't that seem on purpose? Like, that's not just me, right? Like, I don't know, man. That seems like lightly, but still. This was just such a mess, all of us together, though, so sometimes these ones are kind of hard to judge for getting popped out. He hasn't went through there yet without tapping that wall. This is the one. I saw him tapping on this wall a lot. I kind of slid out there, though. I won't call that one that. Let's get back up to the front here. As I was saying, I'm like, it's not like it's every single lap, but I really want to see when it starts drying out a little bit too, to see if they're trying to utilize it when it's dry. You know, like, I hate to be that guy, bro, but we were all clearly told what not to do, right? That's one of the times that I hit it, but you see that I lost time when I did it. Because I don't even know how to do it the right way. And then I got bumped into it. Oh, Rusty, what's up, man? Sorry I missed you there. What's going on, dude? We're just running through the replay here. Not riding close to the wall, actually riding the wall. Like that. This guy's super far behind and trying to catch up, so let's see if he tries to utilize it now. Only a few guys I saw trying to do it on this corner. Almost lost my shit. Split up. Guys not having a good race, huh? Sparks do that. Sparks ain't in my little channel. Look at my NSX boys. Keep it nice and clean. So many people are doing a tap on the out on the exit of it. I missed it. We call that one or not? A lot of people are doing that one. None of that counts anymore. I guess it's not a full wall ride. It's more of a wall tap at the end, so I won't put those ones down. I want to see full on wall rides. You can hear it. You don't see the sparks, but you can hear it. Yeah, this is the one that can barely say that time. I guess we probably didn't do it here. We got enough speed to do it. Hey man, you were back in 13th at one point too, bro. Hell of a race, dude. I know these. Pretty sure I had game footage that he was doing it in the wall, but okay. Go back to let's see. Speaking of which, man, that 24-hour they did this weekend was freaking awesome. That was fun to watch. I would love to get into iRacing. It's that one right there. They're doing it almost every time. That's gonna be one for the stewards to look at. I don't really know what you call that or not. It's right there on the line. Like you're not riding it all the way through, but you are utilizing the wall to gain speed. Right? We have this race going on. You jump back off of it, so ultimately lost time there. Yeah, Laney, you were like falling back too, bro. You had a hell of a race, dude. You see this guy catching up out here all alone by himself. Do this a little faster. Alright. I don't know. I mean, I feel like that's wall riding. It's not the full wall, but come right here. Every single lap they did that. I'm just gonna put in my notes freaking the Supra guys every lap. Look at every single lap and see what you guys think of that. That's how they should have been taking this corner every time. See that? Like that's utilizing the wall to gain an advantage. Three that I'm like, you need to check. Altes, Sam, and Agio need a look at on every lap, I think. If you exit like that, you're absolutely gaining speed. Not there because he messed that up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like there's a wall ride. Typically, you would start here and you would ride it all the way around. Y'all gonna have to spend all week looking at. I'm sure the other races are pretty damn close to the same. I also probably didn't expect someone to take all this time and actually break all this shit down and look at every single person. Why did you already jump in the pits? Oh, he didn't save fuel. Yeah, I was saying, you might have seen it and you're like, but I'm like, to go through every single replay. I'm saying, like, Stevie and Brinster are like racing beautifully, not hitting the wall once, and still have amazing pace. Haven't even tapped the damn thing yet. And that's why I like them so much. Right there, it's pushing the limits, but you didn't tap the wall. Sorry, I missed people here. Vinster, we're gonna have quite a few, bro. That's the thing. There's a lot of that. Like, it's right at the end, bro. I was literally just saying, like, you and Stevie raced so beautifully at great pace, and I haven't seen either of you tap or even touch the wall yet. I'm just seeing so many people do it like consistently. Whether it's not a full-on like wall ride, like, you know, from the beginning of the railing to the end. They're doing this little tap at the end of it, which I feel like has got to be a huge advantage. Gotta see them go through it this last time. Oh, now they're on soft, so I'm gonna imagine everybody's gonna be on the dry line through here, so we shouldn't see any wall riding all of this. You guys are gonna have a lot to go through. honestly a lot. But I'm like, my thing is I'm looking for, like, just me looking at it, you know, I'm not a steward, is consistently, or you're doing it over and over again. And that's the things I'm seeing some people doing it over and over again. That's kind of my thing with it. Like, I expect, like, I hit the wall 2 or 3 times. I didn't ride it, but I hit it. So I'm like, okay, you know what happens, it's slippery, you break a little late, whatever. But if you're, like, every lap doing the same thing, which is this little exit thing they're doing, I wish you could just keep the camera, like, you know, stuck at turn 1 and just run the replay. Or turn 2, I should say. But it's that right there. Like, every single lap, they do this. They use the wall and exit. If you call that wall, it's definitely wall tapping, right? But I don't know. That's up for you guys to judge, though. I think it looks like an unfair advantage because they're doing it every lap and they're carrying more speed out of that corner each time. And this guy I've seen actually, these two I've seen actually ride it a few times. That's gonna suck here for you guys. You guys are on softs back here, right? I stayed out for a while, so did Warren, but I mean, the kid putting those softs on early, bro, such a smart move, dude. It's so smart. You guys rode your wet still halfway, didn't you? You guys stayed out west for a while. Yeah, I'm saying that's something for you guys. Like I said, I'm not a steward, thank goodness. In our league, we actually have a third party that's not in the league that does all of our stewarding. He's not part of the races. But, thanks for stopping by too, bro. An awesome race, bro. You race clean. I love racing you and Stevie, dude. Like, I really do. Hopefully we get a dry race next week so I can actually maybe try to race you guys a little bit. That'd be nice. See, it's that, bro. Every single lap, dude. I don't like it. It's up for you guys to judge. Luckily, you guys are seeing it now. I'll send my notes through. But I literally put a couple of these guys. I just put every lap. Like, look at every lap and see what you guys think. Probably won't see much of it now. The track's drying out. I don't know what you guys get back on. Yas and GR3s, that's gonna be so much fun. I haven't raced Yas in a minute, actually. Hopefully it's at night. Okay. I thought you could only race Yas at night. Ah, it's in the sun, damn it. I haven't looked at the settings for that one yet, but sounds like maybe we're going to have some high tire wear. I have enjoyed the settings of the races, though, being different each time. I will say that much. Like the last race with the tire wear being so high. Fuel wear, I'm sorry, with the fuel wear being so high, that dried out this much. That's why I was kind of annoyed, because I had a strategy in my head that I thought was going to be perfect, and it dried out so much, I was like, oh, dude, I have to pit again for softs. So it kind of threw me out the window. What'd you guys come out back out on? Okay, yeah, you came out on mediums. Is there any battles happening around that we can watch? But this is where I was still in intermediates, and Doc and I were like, I was only like a second behind him, and he was just gapping me. I was like, dude, I gotta put softs on. I gotta hit again. a terrible call. I should have went on softs right away. Look at us all of us just sucking that little bit of wet that's left. You guys have done it, dude. Honestly, you have. Like, it's so far that I've seen. Plus, I always love a mix of GR3 and GR4. I think it's a lot of fun. Like my WERA league, like a lot of the guys don't like GR4, which is, I love GR4s. I think it evens out. It takes away the factor of like the meta car, and it comes more down to the skill of the driver. I feel like evens it out a little bit. So I like the mix of it. I do like how it's like each week I do have to practice. I can't just jump in and be like, oh, I'm running medium the whole race. Done deal. But no, you actually gotta figure something out. And that's why the first two I had great strategies going into it. This one I thought I did, but the track conditions. Laney told me that he had one where it really dried out for softs. I'm like, really? It's not going to dry out that much. And sure enough, it did. So if I would have saved fuel an extra lap and then jumped on softs like Laney did, then that was like a perfect strategy call. So, but I like that. I like the challenge. Like it's fun. I do say I wish there was a little bit more, what would you call it? Like courtesy in people's driving, some people's driving. It's a little more push to passing. I wonder how long some of these people stay out on these things. Oh, so he pit and still put back on intermediates, huh? That's interesting for the people that pit and went back on him. I guess because it's after 20 minutes, they were trying to make it a one stop. That must have worked maybe, you know? It took so long for the rain to come back though. That was the problem. Like the rain didn't start back up until like there was like 5 minutes left or something. It took so long. That too. Hey now. Right in the limit, boy. Let's go. Funny he's choosing to stay on this side and not go to the inside. So we got a few guys back here on intermediate still. We also on softs. Let's watch these guys. See, that one is a tap, but it's like he likes my wall too much. But the whole time, I thought I knew. I was like, I'm gonna go. Basically what I did in simulation is I ran interns until lap 14. I pit and kept the same interns on and ran those until there was like 5 minutes left. Got a little bit of fuel, popped on the wets, and finished till the end. That's my idea of going in. The track just kept getting drier and drier, and I'm like sitting there. I kept doing laps like this on the intermediates. I'm like, this ain't gonna work. I don't think it's gonna work. I was right on Doc before when we both pit, and he was just gabbing. I mean, look, he pulled so much away from me. Gotta cool the softs off. That was the other thing too. The people that did pit early and put softs on, like you were very smart going mediums. Like that was a smart call. Stevie do the same thing. Yeah, that was the right call right there. So everybody's softs are getting burned. And the rain still doesn't choke for another. That's why they all pit again, to put another set of softs on. Good call. That's a good point, actually. That's a really good point. A lot of times I'll just get on and like start practice, and I get out there as quick as I can. So then run 40 minutes. But that's actually that's a much better call. This track dried out so well. The mistake I would have made is going softs as well. So jumping on the mediums was definitely the right call. I'm just holding these guys off on the intermediates. It's crazy. Race 6, good. A little break from the rain. This sounds nice, actually. Actually, I don't mind. I don't mind rain. McLaren's good in rain. Actually, I mean, I did really good last week with the rain at Autopolis. And here too, I mean, I was able to qualify P5. I think I've qualified P5 every race. Seems to be my sweet starting spot. I didn't have a really good start, like first 4 or 5 laps. I just kind of, whoa, look at that. It looks more or less accidental, though, I guess I would say. I mean, he did hit the brakes. It's not like he was trying to wall ride. Full braking, he started the turn. That's what got these guys putting the softs on. They had to pit again for softs. Unless they go intermediate till the end. Do they do that? I'm curious. Their plan is. Yeah, they come back out on softs. Oh yeah, your softs were dead too. But you made it all the way till you had to get to the pits though, right? They were dead though. It stayed dry for so long. Yeah, that's what I was so surprised about, is how dry it got and how long it stayed that dry. See, it looks like these guys are all going for a one stop. That's why they put intermediates back on. Which if I could have made it 20 minutes, I would have done the same thing. But the stops weren't long here. The refuel was so fast. Like, it actually didn't cost me a lot of time. Like, I should have gotten on the softs right away or mediums right away. But I just didn't realize how quick it was actually going to be. Because once I put the softs on, started putting up 19s, I'm like, ah, man, that's definitely faster. Ooh, hold on to the softs, boy. He said, don't get used to it, okay? But that's what, when I was sitting there on my intermediates burning them up, I was like, actually, you know what? The pit's really fast here. Let me go ahead and pop in there and throw some tires on. And I didn't fuel save as much as I would have. Like in Autopolis, I was fuel saving like crazy because of how slow it was. You actually still made these tires last a really long time, though. What'd you pit, lap 12? You're like 10, 11 laps in on the softs. Did you move your brake balance to the rear at all or no? Oh, he said, let me cool that tire down. Let me cool these puppies down. Ooh. I saw the last few laps I wanted to look at, or the lap 27 and 28, I think. We're on softs. Don't follow him out there. Don't do that. I stand real in. Oh, his softs are probably gone. I will say, man, for running intermediates the whole race, this guy, the first like 10, the first like 20, quite a few of his laps are worth looking at. I guess I should say that first. I hate that exit right there. I don't like it. So intentional. The rain's getting ready to start coming in. Oh, 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 oh. Little wide, little wide. Alright, the rain will pop back in. I'm sure they're probably putting wets on. I wonder how the intermediate tail open of track got soaking wet though, those last couple of laps. He goes, if I had a moment. Good save though, good save. That was the only reason I too, like when I was like, if it did dry out, like I don't like the line you're forced to take on the softs, but clearly it was much faster still anyways, but, or on slicks I should say. I got to take this corner so inside and the last turn. And he barely made it. He jumped softs again too. A couple people got that freaking cutting into the pit, dude. It was like so the rain was covering the yellow line. I didn't see it either. There it is. You timed it out perfect too. I was able to time it out pretty well. My thing, or no, I had to put him on a lap early. Yeah, I think you could have stayed out maybe one more, yeah? Well, it's funny, I didn't realize Laney, you already pit at this point, didn't you? Yeah, you did, because I think we were coming around this lap, and I was like telling you, I was like, get in the pits, get your wets now. It was like this back part was getting wet back here. See, so that's why I was like, ooh, so I was like yelling at Laney, and he stayed out, and I'm like, maybe he's already on his insurance. Now it's wet, go back on wets. These intermediates are done. Just that I don't like. But that's up for the stewards to decide. Supposedly that was slower. He hit the wall like 3 different times. Maybe he wasn't. Because I thought that's the lap that I thought I saw him do it, but I was so far away. This is what I saw, and he just looked so close to the wall. Right there, I was like, oh, he's riding. But he didn't ride there, so that's good. Glad to know that. Oh. Saw some sparks last second at the end. Netcode is really weird on, yeah, you're 100% right, especially Daytona. Like, you didn't even notice it in the dailies this week. The cards you can see, like, do like this hop thing. Last lap, I would say it's an accident. Did we come back and do it a second lap again? You get a 3 second goal. Oh, he passed under a yellow flag. That's what happened. Maybe Gran Turismo justice. I'll say, I don't feel like it works in the last turn, right? I'll think the same thing. I guess watch their acceleration when they're doing that. But yeah, I just feel like it was, I mean, I guess we can go back and look, but I wouldn't say it was decreasing because it was happening every lap. So if you were losing speed, you would stop doing that. Like, I would make sure I was braking a little bit more and not tapping the wall on my way out. This is the last lap, so I'm going to watch these guys for the last lap. That's a good point. I guess that's something to look at. So, like, if I did it, 20 laps with the 29, I think after the first couple, I was like, oh, I'm losing speed when I do this. No, that looks like an increase in speed. Definitely not a loss. Hey, the one stopper worked with you guys, though, but... Alright, it's definitely not a loss of speed. I think everybody was doing it too much for me to think it was a loss. Right, went like 102, 5, 7, 8. You know, like jumped up pretty quick now. I just know Sam and these couple of guys definitely aren't taking the slowest part, right? Nah, that wasn't important. That is a purposeful one trying to catch up or something. Why would you do that there? That makes no sense. We might have to go back a couple of laps and see if he was doing it over and over. That was terrible. Why would he do that there? You have nothing to gain. It's all just come over backwards. Oh, poor guy. Okay, hold on. I gotta watch one here a couple laps back. Okay, no. I'll say that was a clear wall ride for sure, but I'm like, that made no sense to do it on lap 29. You had really nothing to gain. Watch a couple more laps before that, see if he was doing it. Because he had no one around him, so it's one of those moments you're like, ah, maybe I can get away with it. It was just that one lap. That's really just that one lap. That's up to you guys to decide. They said no wall riding, but why would you do that there? See, hitting that exit, you definitely don't lose speed on it. That's the thing, and I'm like, they were doing it that's why it's so hard to judge, because I'm like, it's hard to say that it's wall right. Like this right here, he hit it early too, but he wasn't doing that every time. He wasn't doing this first part every time. A couple of times it happened, but this little exit right here, it happened so many times. Like, you call that a wall ride, but it's like, you know, they were doing this almost every single lap. That goes for him, a few times. So quite a few were utilizing that, but it's like 95. Lost a little bit there, and then back up, I guess so. This is really looking at it and seeing if he's gaining speed every time or losing, I guess. I don't know. I'll send my few notes through to you guys for the specifics to look at. I feel like ultimately it was an advantage. I 100% agree, Stevie. So I'm like, we saw him do this quite a few laps. That's why I know some people claim accidental, but it's like, I mean, I didn't accidentally ride the wall 6 times. Granster and Stevie had incredible pace and incredible race, and I think I only saw them tap the wall like they did once all race long. So NSX GR4 just don't have that straight line speed now, do it? Ooh, that was close. I'm gonna leave it up to the stewards. That's all I can say. Yeah, he just slid on the inside, and he gave me position, so I'm not worried about that. Oh, you gotta rev it out to get up there? Yeah, luckily, actually, the GR4 McLaren, like, even short shifting, you don't lose a lot of pace on it. The VTEC force. Yeah, I mean, you only have, from what I saw, one clear wall ride. The rest were all for you guys to decide. That's all I can say. But great race, Brinster, good P2. TV across the line in P4. It's hard for me to congratulate some of these other people. Doc, great race, P7. And my boy with a P9. Happy I was able to grab that last position and at least finish top 10, thank goodness. Actually had good pace when I got wet. Good 120s, low 21s. Poor new doll. I can't believe, I don't know why he stayed out on the mediums. Like what a what a terrible ball. I think the NSX was on my list to use as well, so. I like the NSX. I feel like it actually doesn't drive far off from the McLaren. Like as far as driving style, I feel like it kind of drives the same. Probably better at cornering though, huh? All in all, good race. Yeah, the Porsches are probably gonna murder at Yas. And the Supra does well there too, actually. I raced the Supra there for our WERA for season 1, and I had a really good race there with it. Plenty of top end speed spots to really get into it. And it takes curbs really well, so those few curbs you have to hit, especially in that like little chicane area, you can like go right over the curbs. So yeah, Supra will be pretty good there. But I was like, I think I did like a 4-hour endurance there in the McLaren, which it did really well. Wasn't the fastest on track, but it did do really well, so I'll give it that. But yeah, guys, all in all, good race. 100% a win for you, lady. That was a great race, bro. Especially because like, you were P13, like after like what, like 5 laps in. So great climb back, dude. You had the perfect strategy. I'm happy to have you as a teammate. A 9-10 finish. Ooh, yes, I do wish a copy. Then I don't have to go do it myself. But yeah, that was a do you have it under friends? Like, oh, I can't. We're probably not friends, right? I'm imagining. I'll need the good old lobby code or your PSN name. Let you put it in the old Discord. Perfect. It's still up a mile away. No, actually, I got to jump off here in a second and get, you know, Sunday night dinner and all that stuff. But this is, I need to copy these settings here. 4, 5. So it's a 50-minute, 2 times. Both times 4. Interesting. No tire types required and no tire change required. Ooh, this will make an interesting strategy race here, especially at times 4. This will be an interesting one. Sad drone. Sorry, drone. I was just jumping into copy settings so I have them to practice for the week. This will be a fun one to figure out strategy on. Times 4, but no tire requirements. I actually don't think I've actually raced Yas in the daylight yet, so that'll be interesting. Yeah, I'll always race it in the dark. I hate that chicane. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. A little more vanilla, like a little more plain, but it does open up strategies depending on your car with tire wear and fuel wear, right? Because like McLaren has great tire wear, so we might be able to get away with like a medium soft kind of situation. But some people could try to push the long haul and try to go for, because the refueling speed was what, 6 liters per second as well, so the refuel rate's pretty high too, so this will be an interesting one to figure out. We'll have to do a couple tests. I love Yasta. This is such a fun track to race. Wall riding. That's why I was like, but for this one, and I chose it for my WERA Season 2 as the McLaren, because I love the overall like stability of it, the tire wear, the fuel wear. I feel like it's one of the most like well-balanced cars, especially in Group 3. It's not the most competitive car on track, but it's, you know, it's up there. Definitely not the slowest either, so I'm not gonna say it's the worst car, but one stop is doable. Yeah, okay, so I feel like it would be, right? Would you have to do hards, or maybe hards, mediums? But yeah, you would have to sacrifice a lot of time. And with the refuel speed being as fast as it is, I'm normally a push guy and take the extra stop than I am a fuel saving, you know, a saving guy. So I can see what kind of time people are putting up so I know when I practice. That's where I'll have to do the most practice at. This has always been my problem spot, is that chicane. The rest of the track I always feel pretty comfortable on. Oh, that's right. You still haven't fixed that in those few areas. The track limits, yeah. You guys might want to put a little disclaimer out there on that as well. We weren't, it was actually our opening track for WERA Season 1, and we didn't think about putting that out there, so we had a few people doing it, but we didn't say anything about it, so we just had to let it slide. Oof, I do not like the Ferrari. It's so loose. But yeah, what is it, like turn 1 and the last turn that you can get out there? Not even emissions here, gotcha. Okay. I trying to remember what my quality time was when I raced this. I think I was in the low 56s. But that was also 8 months ago, so. Let's see on lap 2 and look at his softs already. But we also, when we did in WERA, we had to use all tire compounds. So I think I did a full stint of hards, a full stint of mediums, and a few on softs. So what a lot of, hey Saragon, what's up, dude? What's going on? What we're doing for the most part that I saw everybody doing was mediums, medium softs. What are you in the 911? So a lot of people are only doing 6 on softs at the end. So I think it's like 12, 11, 12 on mediums, then 11 on mediums, then like 6 on the softs. It seems to be kind of the base one that everybody's going with. You could try to make it a one stop with mediums, hards, maybe. But you even have to, the hards burn out, because we still have times 4. So the hards, you end up running a lot of laps when it burns up hard, so the pace is really slow. The pit time isn't that long, so. I would say mediums, softs. Don't try to force. 7 felt like too many to force on softs. Most of us, when we did our practice race, a lot of us did like 6. The few of us that did 7, we had like 2% left on the front right. Suzuka's so hard on the fronts. Let's watch these fast guys' lines and learn some things here. Oof. You think 153s, bro? Really? I guess if he's just getting started, yeah, maybe, huh? I better get myself into the 55s at least. Saragon's in lobby 1. That's what my thinking is, Spencer. That's exactly what I'm thinking. And I don't know if the NSX is the same way, but the McLaren, even when the softs are like burnt to like 40% on all, like they still have pretty good pace. Like I feel like they don't drop pace a lot on like as the tires burn, which is pretty. That's why I've always liked it. So that was my first initial thinking. Okay, yeah, at least we'll have you streaming Saragon Lobby 1. I mean, ultimately, I would have preferred to stay in Lobby 1 with all the OGs, but... that day on figuring out how we were going to do the grids, bro. Like, not even kidding you, between us 4 admins, I think there was like almost 800 messages sent in the admin chat that day. So I finally just kind of did a fuck it, we're going to do this, and I'm going to do this. But you might want to get a little bit of practice in. Seems like the top quality times were in the 59s. So if you get a 59, you're probably going to start toward the front half. You'll definitely start toward the front half. Low 2s will probably be in the middle. What's it? Ooh. Sick drift. Cool. Well, ultimately, we wanted to, well, I don't say what we wanted to do, but I decided, the thing is if we all stayed in the admins stayed in the OG lobbies, I'd have to find somebody, one of the new guys, to host the second lobby. And I we weren't super excited about that, so I was like, one of us admins should be in the second lobby to run it. So then I just volunteered. Most of those guys in lobby 2 are like, I think like 10 or 11 of them are people I recruited. So I was like, you know what? I'll go down and race all the guys I recruited. And the top 8 from each one go into the premiere for season 3. We had a few different ideas. Some that I liked a lot more. But other people liked more, or this, and there was so much back and forth. So finally, just kind of threw my hands up and said, you know, which actually ultimately I think is still, we came up with the fairest. Not necessarily making sure that the fastest are going to make it premiere, but the fairest way. But then season 3, we'll start doing it the way we want to, where it's at the end, you know, like so many people in premiere are going to be guaranteed a spot, and season 4 premiere, and like the bottom half, and then like some of the top people from the prospect league will do like a mini series against each other for the last remaining spots in premiere, and that's how we'll do it going forward. So it might even be like the top 10 are guaranteed a spot, and the bottom 6 and the top 10 of prospect are fighting for those last 6 spots, or we'll figure the numbers out soon. But all right, go ahead, but it'll be fun. Yeah, it was at 6 o'clock. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to call it there. Fun race. If you haven't liked or subbed yet, I'd really appreciate it. Also, we'll be back tomorrow I'll start the stream at 7:30 because we are going to have our Season 2 debut of WERA. So, as we're talking about here, it's all A+ and A drivers. Very fast dudes. In both grids, all A+ and A dudes. We're running Suzuka, 29 laps. It's a Group 3. You choose it for all season long. I'll be in the McLaren for that one as well. Should be a good one, and the race quality starts at 8. Race will start around like 8:15ish or something like that. So definitely tune in for that. It should be a lot of the guys are looking forward to it. We can't wait for it to get started finally. So definitely look out for that. I'll have that scheduled here in a little bit. But other than that, everybody, thanks for hanging out on a little Sunday here. Thanks for chilling with me and hanging out, getting through the vibe race. P10 could have done better, but ultimately me and the teammate had a good race. Both finished top 10, so I think that's going to help us out in the total points. So we always love that. Stewards, have a good time this week. Have a really good time. But other than that, guys, I'll see y'all later. Have a good night, guys.